So it's been a minute since we've dived into any updates from theme parks, and we got quite a few updates from Disney, Universal, and Knott's Berry Farm. So in this week's episode of Conquering Theme Parks, we're going to be conquering all these theme park updates. What's up, weirdos? Welcome back to another episode of Conquering Theme Parks. We got some news from Disney, Universal, and Knott's. So let's dive into Knott's Berry Farm first. Halfway through Taste of Merry Farm, California issued a stay-at-home order, and which closed down the event halfway through it. They're back to square one. Only curbside pickup for Mrs. Knott's chicken dinner. But was there an event planned for January? Well, an article from OC Register, it did state that they were going to have an event around January into February area, which is not happening because of California's stay-at-home order. So that's kind of a bummer, but I was wondering if they had an event planned, in which they actually did. But we'll wait and see if things start lifting up soon, and maybe we'll actually have an event or theme parks opening up soon. But other than that, Knott's Berry Farm really has been quiet since they shut everything back down. So let's jump into Universal Studios. It's not really Universal Studios Hollywood's update, but it kind of coincides with Universal Hollywood. So Universal Japan has slowly started opening up their new land of Nintendo Land. And boy, does this place look fantastic. Like, with the immersion of being inside of like a Mario Land. I watched a little ride through of the Yoshi ride. It looks pretty cool. And I'm excited to see what the Mario Kart has in store with augmented reality. You get to I'm guessing you get to shoot like shells and different little items at other racers. It just looks like it's going to be amazing. And I can't wait to Universal Hollywood ends up opening up. But then again, Universal, not so much coming out of there. They've been very quiet since this whole shutdown. It looked like before everything got locked down again that they were possibly trying to do what Disney did with their Buena Vista Street. So now we're inside the juicier topics, which is Disney. Disney has announced a lot of things recently. So let's start on the Snow White ride. So Snow White has gone through a major refurbishment. It closed down before the whole pandemic shut everything down. So they were working on it. And through the footage I've seen, it looks awesome. First off, they changed the name from the Snow White's Scary Adventure to Snow White's Enchanted Wish, eliminating the whole scary aspect of the ride, which we kind of expected when they told us about the whole ride being closed down for refurbishment, that it was going to be changed to more of a happier. So they changed the name of Enchanted Wish. Makes you wonder if the whole storyline is going to be different in this attraction. And in the ride-through footage that I seen, in the first scene, the dancing scene with all the 7 dwarves, Snow White's actually down with the 7 dwarves, dancing with them. Which is, she used to be up on a staircase, but now she's dancing around, moving around with all the different 7 dwarves. Then we lead into another scene. Looks like they added a lot more of like screens. Like they used them in a way that like Alice in Wonderland used as like extension to the scenes of the area. So there's a lot of screens of the 7 dwarves walking to the mine with their pickaxes and everything. And then we head into this final scene that they showed us in this ride through, which was the mine scene. It looks cool. They actually added Dopey and it looks like Doc in this scene. This scene used to have nothing. It just used to be like a quiet mine scene with jewels everywhere. But now they have Doc and Dopey with the diamonds in his eyes looking all weird and goofy. One thing I'm glad what they did with this, what I seen, is they didn't use the screen faces like they did in Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in Florida, where all the dwarves had different like screen faces where they moved around and stuff. I didn't like how that looked, and I'm glad they went with more of the realistic sculptures of these animatronics. And I'm excited for this attraction to open up. I was kind of hesitant at first. They're taking away the scary aspect of Snow White. That's what made it different. But to see what they're actually putting into it. It's going to be pretty elaborate refurbishment that they did here, and it looks like it's going to be an amazing attraction. It's going to become a classic instantly. And let's talk about, since Snow White, they've been talking about the Snow White Enchanted Wish opening up. Another attraction closed down early in 2020 before everything shut down. Haunted Mansion. What's going on with Haunted Mansion? Is this refurbishment that they were doing a lot more extensive than Snow White? Which is hard to believe because Snow White looks like a pretty extensive refurbishment, but it looks like it's already finished. And we've heard nothing about Haunted Mansion being open back up. I'm kind of curious what they're actually doing with the Haunted Mansion. So another Disney update. This is very interesting that they made this update. They stated that Avengers Campus is going to be opening, and it said will open in 2021. So are they really planning on opening up this summer? It's kind of exciting. Can we actually get a Disney summer this year? They're saying that Avengers Campus could be opening up summer of 2021, which I'm guessing they're not going to try to open up the park with Avenger Campus. Avenger Campus probably be a little bit after they open. So could we see a Disney opening up in spring? Well, can't really tell. It's all based on the California government on the whole stay-at-home orders and when restrictions will be lifted in California. So, but it gives us hope that they are planning to open up Avengers Campus in 2021. I'm excited to actually get to ride that Spider-Man ride. Finally, we were supposed to ride it last year, and stuff hit the fan, and we weren't able to. So, but that leads us into another attraction that's been worked, and it looks like it's working very, very fast. Is the Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway that's opening up in Toontown. The show building for this attraction looks like it's almost completed on the outside. The exterior looks like it's almost completed. It shot up like super fast. So they stated that Runaway Railway is going to be opening up in 2023. That's in 2 years from now. They can possibly open up this attraction sooner, but I think there's more to this opening date that they're not saying. I think because they backed it up 2 years is because they're planning on redoing the whole Toontown, updating it, making it more go together with the Runaway Railway, and so you can expect paint jobs, probably new buildings, just new theme all together, which is exciting because Toontown has not had anything done to it since it's opened pretty much in the 90s. So I'm hoping that's why the attraction is pushed off for 2 years, which leaves up the option what's going to open up next year. You got Avengers Campus this year, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway in 2023. What's happening in 2022? I'm guessing that's when we will get the refurbishment of Splash Mountain to the Princess and the Frog. They said that it won't be an extensive refurbishment. It's more of a overlay to the ride that's already existing. So it's not going to spend a whole lot of time on retheming this attraction. And they'll give them the right time, since if they're planning to open it up this summer, it gives people the time to ride Splash Mountain before they ended up closing it for the retheme. So if this is correct, the timeline is Avengers Campus this year, Splash Mountain next year, and Toontown with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for 2023. It's exciting stuff to actually talk about Disney and theme parks, news and updates again, because it's been pretty stale the last couple months. So all this, it just makes it exciting. I just want to go back to the parks. I miss going to Disney. And it was just announced the other day that Disney is going to become a COVID vaccine hub. So they can start issuing these vaccines faster. And the faster we get these vaccines out, the faster we can see Disneyland to open up, and the faster we get the magic in our lives. So this is cool that they're utilizing the big property that Disney owns and use it to vaccinate millions of people, hopefully millions of people. And lastly, and not least, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The whole Galaxy's Edge, they're going to be scrapping the whole sequel theme of the land. So if a lot of you don't know that when they opened up Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, it was supposed to take place in the sequels with the Rey and Kylo Ren sequels. But they ran into a problem with that, with locked in a certain time, so they can't really do anything that's like the originals or the prequels into that land. And so you can't really see Darth Vader in there, or even yet Baby Yoda or Mando from The Mandalorian. But now they're scrapping the whole thing, and it's just going to be a big Star Wars land, which I feel like it should have been since the beginning. Now we can kind of expect later on, as we could probably see Darth Vader. We can start seeing Mando, Baby Yoda, Ahsoka, and all these new characters that they're introducing from The Mandalorian, and all these new and updated Disney Plus series that they're doing and movies. So we can see all that. It's just exciting, and this is how it should have been since the beginning. Personally, I think it should have been like that since the beginning. But I'm glad they're finally switching it up, and we could possibly see an expansion due to this new theming to get it back into that storyline. Maybe a speeder bike ride. I always throw that out there. Speeder bike roller coaster ride in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I feel like we're pretty caught up on all the theme park updates that we've missed over the last few months since making one of these videos. So what are your guys' thoughts? Did you guys hear any more updates that I didn't state in this video? Or any of the updates that I said in this video? What is your opinions on it? Comment down below. Well, I hope you guys liked this episode of the Conquering Theme Parks. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button for more adventures. And also check the links at the end of our video for more of us and where you can find us on the social media, guys. Peace out, weirdos.